Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there, man? Welcome back. So we're back here with some more Simon and Garfunkel. Gonna be checking out The Sounds of Silence, man. Haven't ever heard this song from start to finish. I've heard the song from Disturbed, the version from Disturbed, and this one, I know I've had to hear some part of this, but I can't even, it doesn't even come to recollection. So I couldn't tell you the chorus. I couldn't tell you nothing. I don't know. I know I've had to heard it, but I don't know anything about it, so none of it comes to recollection. But I do know the Disturbed version of it that was played on the radio here briefly, very briefly actually. It was probably played when it first came out, and even that one, now that I think about it, like I haven't heard that, even that version, in over a year. I'm thinking if it's been longer than that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and jump to this one. Checking out Simon and Garfunkel. Been enjoying the ride here with these guys, man. So if you are brand new to the channel, I've got a few reactions. I want to say maybe 3 total reactions done by them. Excited to check out some more. So let me know once this one's over, man. Some of y'all others favorites, let me know where I should go with after this. But we're going to be checking out The Sounds of Silence and maybe eventually getting into some live performances from them. That'd be pretty cool. So right now, let's go ahead and see what we're getting ourselves into here. Here we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay. I've heard this part. Is this... I feel like this is in a movie with Will Ferrell. I feel like it's in a movie maybe with Will Ferrell. All right, but let's keep it going. I've heard that intro part. Definitely heard that intro part. Here we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light. Split the night and touch the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one did disturb the sound of silence.
It's got a good sound to it. I just
said you do not know.
I wish I knew what they're talking about.
Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell.
My words like silent raindrops fell.
Echoing the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, the tenement halls, whispering of silence.
Dang. Okay. All right. I think I kind of got a little bit of what we're talking about here on this song, but dude, that I'm sorry, Disturbed fans. That was better. The original's better. The original is better. That was good. That was a good feeling. It's like such soft singing, emotional, man, pulling you in. But the beat is also, I mean, the instrumentation, I really dug it, man. I thought that was a really good back and forth on that one. As far as the meaning, Sounds of Silence kind of started, well, I'm going to share what I thought was happening here in this song. To me, it sounds like he's talking about enacting change, how there needs to be a change in the bad that is happening, but pretty much the words are falling on deaf ears, right? They're hearing, but they're not listening. He said his words kind of dropped like rain, you know. Pretty much, it makes me think as soon as they come out of his mouth, they go straight to the ground because the person he's trying to convey them to isn't listening. They're not catching the message. Instead, we just pray and we say, oh, well, I hope it all gets better one day. I hope everything, but there's no change being actually done and committed in our society to fix these wrongs, to right these wrongs. If anything, we just say a prayer and move on, right? That's kind of the vibes I was getting, but we'll take a look, man. But overall, the song, 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. All right, so we're taking a little bit of a look about what Paul Simon kind of had to say about this song. So he says, really the key to Sound of Silence is the simplicity of the melody and the words, which are youthful alienation. Simon once explained the tune's meaning to NPR. It's a young lyric, but not bad for a 21-year-old. It's not a sophisticated thought, but a thought that I gathered from some college reading material or something. So he's didn't go too in depth right there yet. Let's see what else. So it says, while the songwriter chalks up the song's popularity to its simple singability, the song resonates with a number of people who have ever felt alienated and disassociated from their present society. So what lives at the heart of the tune's existential poetry is that collectively relatable feeling. It wasn't something that I was experiencing at some deep, profound level. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening to anyone. It was a post-adolescent angst, Simons continued. But it had some level of truth to it, and it resonated with millions. The narrator has no one to talk to, and the only thing that understands him is the darkness and his own loneliness. In restless dreams, I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. But the song reached beyond its perspective, the perspective of the single narrator, a flash of light revealing a mass of people, humanity, all seeking refuge in their own darkness and their own silence. The Sound of Silence comes to a close with a warning calling out to the all-consuming consumerism and using those already lost to it as an example of what's to come if we continue to find solace in the silence. So this is powerful. This is a powerful look at music and how it speaks to us individually. So Paul Simon was saying that he wasn't thinking profoundly. He wasn't thinking deeply when he wrote this song, man. It kind of gathered together out of some college reading material, okay? It was a song that he didn't intend to have this kind of purpose, but I feel like when we write, our subconscious is writing with us, man. A story's always being told, even in the most simple of lyrics when we write. He may not have had the biggest intentions or contributed too much thought behind his words that were pinned to the pad here, man. But still something was said. Something meaningful was said, whether intended or not. Okay, and that shows in how many people this song connected with. And just on my listen right now, the way I connected with it, the way I drew conclusions based off my own experiences and my own thoughts. So I still feel, for me, this is relative to what I was saying about just how messages fall on deaf ears, man. How there is a fault lines being cracked and separated and split throughout humanity and societies, and that there are those who are trying to help and bridge those gaps and connect everybody. But those words fall on deaf ears because, honestly, a lot of people are set in their ways, they're set in their views, and that's the view they want to hold. It's really hard to shake and change people and help people nowadays, man. Volatility is at an all-time high. People want to be angry. They want to be upset. People want to feel like there is a purpose, and sometimes that purpose is pushing, even if it's driven with misguided hatred, right? So for me, this song is talking about that. This song is talking about those who want to heal are at an uphill battle, man, because the ones that need healing aren't listening. Um, and instead, sometimes our grievances and the bad things that happen in the world are just passed off as a simple, well, I wish you better. I wish this would stop. But there's no actions behind those words, right? That's the way I connect with it. And I think it's a powerful song. And I think even the idea of alienation and how it talks to those who are alienated is strong too. But to me, the sound of silence, even in those words, talks about the inability and the action that is not taken to change things. So that is the silence, and they say the silence can be deafening, man, and that's the way I connect with this song. So really good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today. Let me know what this song makes you think about and what this song makes you feel when you've heard it for the first time or when you hear it now, man. Really good song. Like I said, in my personal opinion, better than the cover by Disturbed by a long shot. So thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in here today. Really appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation requests. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.